Alright, what's going on? So, look what we're doing today. Oh shit. Man, it's really changing out here at the Brap spot. The grass has grown a lot. I mean, it's dry grass, but most of the sand is gone, man. It's pretty hard. I don't know, it's pretty sandy down there. But, and I brought my 8T with the stock LRP, and that's where, right on the other side of that fence, that's where the Rex Legend threw the rod. Wanted to go over there and hit that jump, but it is the school's locked down. So we may look around at some more spots to rip, but for now, and we may do it here. It's pretty bumpy, pretty grown here. It's not really, definitely not buggy territory, but you know, not even really truggy territory. So give me a few minutes and we will fire this bad boy up. I stripped this whole FT down. We rebuilt it. Freshened it up. So the fuel had been cleaned out of it, so I had to reprime it. Just primed it right now. New pipe, new Mad Max tires. And I'll tell y'all, on the Hostile bead locks, man, to me, they were no good. I don't know if I had an old batch or what, but you just touched it. They were so brittle, they broke. So we got the DDM ones on there, and they're on point. Pretty much feel indestructible. But give me a few minutes, guys. We may try and find somewhere to rip the 8T, and we're definitely about to pound on this thing. Made a fresh gallon of Dominator 28-to-1 and C9 VP race fuel. So give me a few and we'll get this thing brapping. I'll be back. Alright, she's primed. Let's see how she does out here. She's lower to the ground now, so let's get some fuel through her. I already primed it. Alright, the choke on. We got that badass glory hole. Bartolone velocity stack. Oh snap. We got a new throttle and brake linkage on here too, so hopefully this works out good. We never know. Just like that. So you guys can see okay. Just like that. Brand new pipe, brand new Savox servo. I don't know what's down there. I always like to check it out before I come back. Alright guys, I got something wrong with my steering here. Let me take a look. I'll be right back. Alright guys, what's going on? So we had to come back to the house. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you this. Coming Tuesday to install a canopy, like a carport like that. I think it's rounded though, here. It's 12 by 20. We're going to use it as a deck shade. So my yard slopes up a little bit. I had to dig a trench so everything would be level. It's going to butt right up to the house. Same color, slate gray. But it's going to be nice. We're going to run electricity. We're going to put a fan under it if it's not too low. And run some lights and stuff. You guys will see it after it's put in. But that's what I was doing last night. I was up till like 3 in the morning because I had to do my chores first. Get that done. And then I came out here and wrenched a little bit. We made a new body. It's just a bash body, nothing special. So techno body, fits well, does well. I needed one more for the MB 48.4. Let me turn this down. We're watching the Nitro Blast. But anyway, I had to come back home. As y'all saw, I was having issues. And
here we go.
Damn it.
Marshals, pay attention.
And I'm going to show y'all what happened. So my other Savox servo horn, it snapped in half. So I thinned it out last time a little bit so the screw for the swivel would fit and I could get a lock nut on there. But I guess I thinned it too much and it snapped. So we have all that fixed and replaced. And you guys know I went over this whole thing. So when I was out there, I noticed a lot of air bubbles and things coming through. And you guys got to remember, I'm brand new at this. I don't know anything about it. I'm learning as I go. So what I had done when I revamped this, I went over it, had the tank out, I fixed the bolts. We lock washered the bolts to for the chassis so they won't come off. But I had my fuel lines backwards. So I fixed that. I went out here and tested it. It's good to go. So let's recharge it and we'll head back out there in a few minutes. Oh God, too old to bend over like that. So let me get a hat. We're rocking TLR today. I am. I was gonna rip that. We still may rip it later, but it's got a stock LRP in it, but that's refreshed. So I ordered a bunch of parts, guys. We're gonna completely rebuild the NT 48.3. That stuff will be here by Wednesday or Thursday. Everything, A-arms, hinge pins, carriers, stone guards, mount for the center diff. Got a couple of packages of shims. We're going to go through these diffs again. The gears are all still good. And I did order the Lunsford titanium turnbuckles for this. I didn't mess with the chassis. I didn't get a new chassis. For one, I don't want a lightened chassis because I'm a basher. The heavier the chassis is, the better for me, because I don't race. So I kept this chassis. It's really good. there's not even a bunch of scratches. There's one scratch on it. Ordered a couple more packages of the Sumo skid plates, Sumo Racing skid plates for the buggy and the truggy. And what else? New engine mounts. I have an easy 2-piece engine mount, but one of the holes is a little stripped, so I don't want to mess with it anymore. So we got that. We've also got an order coming from AMSOIL stuff for this as well, but we ordered some more DE Racing rims, black, and a couple of sets of Badlands, and I think that's also where I got my titanium turnbuckles for that. We're going to do titanium turnbuckles on this one too. Also ordered a I'm going to try it out, talk to Lance and order the Triton 2148 setup. So overnighted that. It'll be here tomorrow. We're going to check it out. We're going to run it on the modded. If it works well, then we'll use it. I'll order another one next weekend as well. And just like I told you guys, if DDM has the 5B, I will purchase it next Saturday, 100% for sure. And then we'll take our time and build it. I know the build is going to go really quick on that because everything's big, but there are some upgrades and things that I want to do to it along the way. And you know, we got to purchase servos and all that. Just the platform alone is $750. You know, and I don't have mommy and daddy's money. I'm not living at mommy and daddy's house. So although I am making very good money doing what I do, like tripled my income from when I was a driver. It's freaking awesome. But you know, my future is important too. So my family, my bills, my savings, I'm pumping a higher percentage into my 401k. So all my extra money is not for RC. It's for my future. I'm 53 years old and I want to have a nice little nest egg to kick back on. But we are going to get the 5B if DDM has it. More than likely I will not be putting an O'Neill Brothers engine in that. I'm not sure. I'm kicking around some different things and you know, listening to some people, getting the information that I need, but I'm almost pretty positive we won't be doing an O'Neill Brothers engine, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But we will definitely pick that up this weekend as long as they still have them. And as far as the Reds, guys, David, Eddie, yes, I will get a Reds, but I have to rebuild this platform. Just the parts to rebuild this thing in stock form, with the exception of the Lunsford titanium turnbuckles. I spent like almost $300 on this thing, man. But I want to redo this whole truck. We've bashed this thing really hard, so you know, it's great to have Nitro engines, but you got to have a good solid platform to put them in as well. So that will be coming. I do want the Reds. AMSOIL has the Reds 2.0, both in the combo and with just the WR7 2.0. That will probably be the next weekend. So I got to get this 5B before they don't have them anymore. That's my goal. And then we're going to do some upgrades along the way and put a badass, a real next level engine in this thing. So, and we're also waiting on that torpedo Barlow pipe to come back out. According to Mr. Bodigel's video, looks like they're doing some stuff over there. So should be good to go here pretty soon. I do have some parts that I want to do as far as upgrades on this as well. Not too much though. The side pipe, the Barlow torpedo pipe, and the shock tower in the front. We want to do that aluminum, and I still want to get this one. I like that RC Max one I saw on the RC Max video the other day, man. It was solid. Then maybe replace this rear top plate as well. Maybe that one too. I don't know. I'm just not going to do the aluminum turnbuckles and things like that, because I think those are the things that will bend easily, as well as these rear shock tower braces here fronts are okay because it's smaller and more solid, but I think these would bend. But anyway, guys, I got all this tidied up. She just finished. I'm going to charge my controller battery real quick, and then we'll get back out there to the bash site. So give me a few minutes, guys, and we'll do some ripping. So great thanks to come on this channel. Stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in a minute. Peace. Alright, guys, we're back at it. So let me tell y'all what went down. So you know I was having an issue there with steering, but we were also having an issue with throttle. So earlier I told y'all that yes, I put my fuel lines backwards. Okay, we got that squared away. It got everything set up, put back together, and come to find out the roving throttle servo was toast as well. It was just spinning. So we took it out and put a Savox Black in there. So we should be good to go. Let's get this thing ripping, man. I haven't ripped this thing in over 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks. And I'm ready to do it. So badass platform. I still love it. Still a few things I want to do to it. But just like I said, man of my word, come next Saturday, as long as they got the 5B at DDM, I will purchase that item, and we're going to do a sick build on it as well. And then I want to get one more platform, possibly a Vecta. We'll see. All right, guys, let's get this thing ripping. Okay, we're good. Pull a little fuel through. Okay. See if we can start it without the choke. Oh yeah. No choke. So I may have to work on the tune a little bit because I didn't know what was going on when the throttle servo was going bad. So I may have adjusted it a little bit. So now we have both high voltage steering and throttle servos. Now we're going to do the push-pull on here next. We're going to do the push-pull, and we're going to put a LiPo battery in here. Maybe even a LiPo. Yeah, I may need to work on that high end. I'm digging those new tires. push it a little lower to the ground so it doesn't want to roll over as much. A lot of grass out here, people. Alright, let me work on this for a few minutes and I'll be right back. I really like those tires, man. Puts it closer to the ground. Uh-oh! Oh, snap! Lost the C-clip. Lost the C-clip on the dark soul. Yep. we can get it back. I ain't carrying it, people. Well, at least I didn't lose the bearing. There's the bearing. Leave that there. It's so dusty out here, man. Looks like the screw just came out. How that attaches. Yeah, I think it's a C-clip if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I don't remember. Yeah, I think it's a C-clip right there on the edge that holds it in. Alright guys, that's gonna be it. Had a good time. Everything's working properly except for the wheels coming off. But I am pretty hard on it. If anybody has any extenders, wheel extenders that don't deal with those C-clips, please let me know. Give me a heads up in the comments. But other than that, man, everything else is pretty dang good. I don't know about the tune or whatnot, but I don't know. Seems like you tune it. You know, obviously we know what it is too lean. It's cutting out. But then you richen it, and it's not that, it's a wide gap. So I guess I'm just used to Nitro, really. But I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. We'll see what's up. Let me get this thing back. The good thing is, if y'all remember all the times that I was ripping and all the rollovers and crashes that I had, these smaller tires, the big diggers, are it's good. And then I lowered the whole chassis down, so it's not wanting to flip over like it was before, especially on the jumps and stuff. So let me get this thing back, get it cleaned up, and we'll see you guys in a bit, man. Everybody have a good week coming up, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Remember, treat people the way you want to be treated. We'll see y'all later.